In this video, I'm going to show you how to use AI assistants inside your page builder and just some general tips on using the page builder to edit your pages. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your settings and go to AI configuration and make sure that you have a model set for the page builder assistant. So click on the page builder assistant tab and then select a model. You probably don't need anything really high quality for this. If you want to have the highest possible quality, you could use Fable or Opus 5, but that's going to be more expensive for everything that you do. What I recommend doing is probably Claude Opus 4.7. You also have all the OpenAI options available if you prefer OpenAI. Personally, I probably like to use Claude Opus 4.7, and I'll click on Save Changes. So now that that's set, I'm going to go back into my page builder. If it was already open, then you need to refresh it. So just refresh that so that you have the AI assistant settings set now. And then anything that you want to change on the page, if you have something that's kind of complicated, for instance, there's a problem with this page that I'm going to have to do an update to fix and make sure it doesn't do this for other pages that it generates. If you notice here, you've got this form section that's too close to the section on the side of it. So we need to have some spacing or some padding or margin between the two of these. So what I'm going to do is tell the AI assistant, I'm going to say, add some spacing on the left side of the form section. And we'll click send. So you see right here it says thinking. So it's just going to give it a few seconds to do its thing. And it looks like it did something, but it doesn't look like it quite did what I wanted it to do. Just added more spacing on the left side of the form. So what I'm going to do is just undo that, and you can either click try again or you can do a new AI request. I'll just click try again. And what I like to do while I'm doing this is go into my Anthropic and then go to my billing here and just see what my current usage is before I make a request and after I make a request, and see how much it's costing me for every different change that I make. And if it's costing too much, then you can go back into your model settings under your AI configuration and settings and set a lower cost model. If you're okay with the cost, then you can just leave it right where it is and just keep making whatever changes you want to make with the AI assistant. So it puts some spacing here between this. So now there's plenty of spacing between the form and that. I'll just undo that real quick to show you the difference. So you see there's before, and redo, there's after. So the AI did that for me, so I didn't have to manually go in here. So what I could do manually is I could just, let's undo this. I could just click on this section, and then I could go to dimension, and I could do margin left, and I could do maybe 25 pixels there. And you see that puts the margin to the left of that, so you have the spacing there. But if you wanted to do that instead, have the AI do that for you, you can just tell the AI assistant to do anything you want it to do. So if you wanted to change an image, like this image kind of pushes this left part of it down too much. So I'd probably just get rid of this image if it was me. But if you wanted to set an image there, you can just double click that, click here to upload, and you can set any image you want. So there's an image, and then just click on the image, and you see now that image is set. So an image that matches the rest of the page. This is actually the one I generated the page from. Now, if you want to change something in the form, like if you don't want the message box, just try to click on the very outside of the message box, and something that I suggest that you do to make sure that you do that is click on as far outside of it as you possibly can, and then go into this little place here where it says Open Layer Manager up in the upper left-hand corner, and look what's currently selected. You'll see it in black, and then go above that and see if that selects something else. So it looks like it does. So that should probably be where you need to be. And then you can just press this garbage can to get rid of that. So you see that is now gone. And then you probably want to do the same thing if you don't want the phone number. So make sure you click the very outside of the entire part of the title and of the phone number box, and make sure that's all selected at the same time. And again, go here and look and highlight over that and go to above it and just hover over it and see what else gets selected. If the same thing gets selected again, then you want to do the one above it. If it's something else that gets selected, then you want to just leave it where it is and then press that garbage can and get rid of it. So now you see I'm only asking for the name and the email address for that form. So that's a quick way to just get rid of the message box and the phone number if you don't want to ask for a phone number on your form. It's always there by default when you generate the page. Also, if you wanted to put a form on your page, you could just go and tell the AI assistant. So we'll just go back to one of these other things here. Just tell the AI assistant to add a form on the page. So just go into new AI request and just say to add a form, and it will add a form right onto the page for you. So other than that, it's just basically just going in, double clicking on things, changing the text wherever you want to change the text. If you want to increase a font size, say if you wanted to make something like this a bigger size, so you could highlight all of that and then just go to typography and you can increase the font size just like that. Just go up and down, or you can just type a number in there too. If you want to change an image size, just click on the image and you can just drag that image. If it does something like this, where it doesn't let you drag the image to the size that you want, you could tell the AI assistant to help you increase the image size. So you just click on the image and then you just go to the AI assistant and just say, make the image bigger, or if you know the exact size you want, you could tell it to make the image that size. So one last thing you always want to make sure that you do is anytime you change the size of something on the desktop view, you're going to want to make sure that it still looks good on the mobile view. So for instance, if you go down here to where we change this size, make sure you click on that. You see how it looks on the desktop view, and you can see what the size is set to right here on the left. Then go to the mobile view and make sure that that looks how you want it to look on the mobile view. If it was me, I would probably want that to be a lot smaller on the mobile view. So I would try to change this. Right now it says 1.8. Let's try changing it to 1.2. Still too big, maybe 1.0. And you see now it fits in that section. Maybe we could increase it to 1.1. And you see it fits there still. So as long as it fits there on this small view, it should look good on any mobile device. So anytime you change something on the desktop view, make sure you leave it set on the same thing, and then look on the mobile view anytime you change a size, especially if it's text, and make sure that it also looks good on your mobile view at the same time. That'll make it a lot easier for you to not forget to optimize your pages for mobile while you make changes on the desktop view.